Begin tonight with an update on Pima County's plans to use an Operation Stone Garden grant in a new way. County leaders have filed a request to use additional money to help asylum seekers. Here's 9 News Side's Natalie Tarangoli. Natalie.
Valerie, Operation Stone Garden money is mainly used to pay for overtime and equipment costs when local law enforcement agencies help with border security. But now county leaders have applied for additional funds to help them care for migrant children and families already across the border.
Pima County was planning on asking for $200,000 for humanitarian aid, but that was back when county officials assumed they wouldn't be the ones to cover the cost of housing the migrants once they're moved from the Benedictine monastery. Now that they'll be housed at the juvenile detention center, the amount the county is asking for, more than $500,000.
I think this is the first time any county in the United States has applied to use these funds for this purpose.
Pima County Administrator Chuck Huckleberry filed the request with the State Department of Homeland Security last week. He says a FEMA information bulletin filed last November expands the use of funds. The bulletin he's referring to, number 436, allows for grant funding related to the reimbursement of costs related to providing humanitarian relief to unaccompanied children and adults with children. Back in May, a FEMA spokesperson provided the following statement on the likelihood of the funds to be used for humanitarian aid. Quote, although humanitarian costs are allowable under Operation Stone Garden, they are not mandatory nor guaranteed. If the grant is approved, here's what the county is hoping to cover: facility modifications at the detention center, medical supplies and services, food costs, and maintenance. The proposed facility modifications alone run close to $70,000. Huckleberry says it could be several more weeks until the federal approval processes are completed.
We're kind of on the leading edge, with some call the bleeding edge. And so I think what's happening is that we're seeing in this deliberation process all the questions that could be asked will be asked.
The county is also applying for at least 3 other grants, all related to humanitarian aid. Huckleberry says he's confident the county will be approved for at least one.